Welcome to our very first look at Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I have previously played Ori and the Blind Forest, but that was back in, I believe, September of 2019, before I got a capture card and before I was able to stream it. And it was just such a lovely game aesthetically that it's something I do regret not recording on video. Not so for its sequel, which we will be playing, as before, on Nintendo Switch. Let's just comb through the options very quickly to see if there is anything that really requires adjustment. And then, yeah, we can probably keep the defaults for the time being, unless the left stick dead zone somehow turns out to be a problem. And let's get right into it. I'm almost certainly starting with normal, but let's take a look at the descriptions. Regardless, definitely not easy. There are many games where I will start on hard right away, but I did play the original in normal first, I believe. And it makes sense to continue it this way, as so much of a game like this is understanding the map and the mechanics on the first run at least, and really having the flexibility to get into that discoverability. So here we begin at the Swallow's Nest. In the background you can see what I believe is the tree from the first game. I'm currently playing with a D-pad on the Pro controller, but we'll see if that's actually comfortable. And that fellow I remember from the first game, recognized him from rescuing him from way down in the depths. And he's going to show me right away that I can, in fact, jump up against these surfaces and climb. Still haven't determined yet whether I'm more comfortable with a D-pad or stick in this game. I do think that some of the fluidity of the movement... Well, let's sit back and watch. We shall always remember today that the fluidity of the movement on the analog stick was perhaps better for some of the mid-air adjustment in the first game. But we'll see what makes sense. Now that, I believe, is just a conclusion of Game 1. When you rescued this little owlet, which was the last surviving hatchling of the owl that was such a centerpiece of the first game, and it seems we named her Coo. Let's just sit back and watch. And there goes Coo. I think often there's a certain reluctance to be talking over everything in games like this, simply because there is quite a lot of this meditative quality that is best enjoyed in solitude. But since we are displaying it publicly, let's hop around and see what else we can do. Yeah, still haven't decided if I'm going D-pad or stick. Probably just a mix of both. One thing that was very notable about the first Ori game, at least, was that for a 2D platformer, it was built around this analog fluidity of movements that I associate with games like the Donkey Kong Country retro reboots. And sometimes those play very well with the stick, since you are not thinking about the block level precision like you would be in a Mario platformer. Anyhow, let's follow the cutscene and their life together with Coop. Something vaguely Charlie Brown Christmas about the skating scene. And here's the call to adventure. We almost certainly have to rescue him or her, I guess, the owl. But yeah, very familiar home, only with the characters from the previous game alive and well, and also blocking our ability to go anywhere on the left side. Also in this scene I am unable to jump, or at least I was when I was on the left side over here. Let's see if we can actually get back. Yeah, I am unable to jump while I'm in this zone here. It does block you from trying to peer over your companions to the left side. Anyway, into the woods. What a gorgeous sunset. And we'll just have to enjoy it together. Absolutely have to get a screen capture of that. That's mournful in a way. There's a very distinctive blue nighttime palette to both this game and its predecessor. Anyway, the answer apparently lay in the past, and we'll find out what that is. The answer to what exactly? Must admit, the plot in the first game was itself also kind of oblique. Something you infer mostly through animation. Her mother, of course, invoking the memory of Kuro, the owl that dominates the first game. I don't think I'm able to go up here yet. But I can reveal that by clinging to the trunk. Interesting. That gives you that line of vision. I think so far that's the only thing that you are taught by the ability to climb. And yeah, I guess here that's just getting you accustomed to the wall jump. I think I really must go with stick, actually. I am having a bit of trouble with the D-pad when it comes to controlling the wall jump as well as I would like, so let's go back to stick for the time being. Yeah, feels like it's more fluidly tuned for that. And Kuro's Feather. This is a mid-game ability in the original game. Whoops. Let's snap it this way. Wrong button there. While airborne, hold ZR to glide freely or ride wind currents. Yep, that's something that is actually A very distinctive mid-game unlock, and it'll be interesting to have this power right off the start. As, of course, the gift from Kuro. Well, is this what you wanted? It seems so. I don't remember this fellow's name. I think it was Gumo. Or something to that effect. But very much the main character of the subterranean sequence in the first act of Blind Forest. He seems to be having a swell old time above ground, though. Anyway, he's outfitted us with the ability to now mount upon Ku. Now, when you mount upon Ku, you actually do have the ability now to glide. So the glide ability that was in a previous game now is mapped to the ability to make your partner fly, which is very interesting. Kind of an interesting expansion of that moveset that we had originally. Not really allowed to jump as you get into this zone here. That's how you are locked out of the left side. Together on new wings. Let's search for the second half of that phrase. The sky was within reach. Not so much. Love the imitation of the flapping movement from our friend who lacks the same ability to fly, but I think he's living vicariously through our ability to be airborne and to approach what I believe is the Ginso tree. You can see it flooding from up top with that waterfall. That's a spout that I think we actually broke wide open in the first game when we restored the world from everything being set on fire. And so the two of us together are just going to tour the world. Now let's see what kind of trouble is afoot. Okay, we've been separated from our friend as well as the feather, so I assume that we've maybe lost the power of gliding and that we have to recover the feather once more, given that starting animation, so here the tale begins. Alright, so let's start out in Inkwater Marsh. I don't know why it's always a habit to look left first, but maybe that too is something conditioned by the likes of Metroid and Donkey Kong Country. This fellow looks oozy and perhaps not very stoppable. This isn't really a jump interaction. When it comes to the attacking motions in this game, if I recall, we had best just avoid that fellow. Can't really swing on the vines. You just have to gain height. And, yep, you do have, of course, that single wall jump that you learn in the tutorial zone. Okay. And over here in the trunk. Oh, not great. Very pretty, but maybe not to our advantage. Well, we got up there once before, we'll certainly try to do it again. See if we can make that work. Oh yeah, you can kind of cling to the side, I think, and then you can scramble our way up there. There we go. A lot of finer motions that you need to learn if you want to survive the escape sequences that will inevitably come later in the experience. The first game was one that was very much driven by these set pieces that seemed like they were designed by people whose favorite part of Super Metroid was the timed escape from Mother Brain. Oh, whoa, we already knocked out all 3 life points right there. Interesting that we respawn directly in that location. That's already a sizable change from the first game, where the checkpointing is based on your own placements. And we see that we have 3 empty ability slots for each of the respective buttons. You know, I've been holding down Y as a dash button this whole time instinctively to dash around, and it actually does nothing, because Y is bound to one of the item slots. So yeah, all this time I've just been holding that, and that was somewhat pointless. Tutorial once again. We do need to get back into this. Yeah, indeed, we do not have the ability to have any kind of flotation. This fellow, I think we just need to dodge. Oh. Nope. Can't breathe just yet. And good morning, dear yogurt hose. Hope you're doing well. We have just started this. It has... One of the things I encountered in the first game as well is that the visibility of the obstacles that actually cause damage do take some getting used to. I mean, everything's quite beautiful, but occasionally the spikes can be a little bit difficult to see. Now, I'm not sure we can, in fact, progress on this side yet, given that the water didn't seem to like us either. Yeah. I think we might be dead. Alright, let's just go back. So you have these very quick respawns. Whoops. Spikes everywhere. We did loop around a top side previously. I did not head to the right side of the lake, though. Whoa. That's hazardous. So yeah, nothing to see yet with the Luma pools until I find some way to get over. Now we did run left initially, so let's just look right and see if there's anything in particular to interact with on that side. So yeah, man, hope the level building has been going well. And small spirit light container. Okay. I don't remember there being a currency system in the first game, so this is something new. We are into some new territory here. Don't know as yet if we have access to a map system, but we'll check that in just a moment. Whether it's through, yep. 4% on Inkwater Marsh. And, oh, okay, Spirit Shards. Yeah, it looks like we do have some kind of collectible system for cashing things in, unless these are also achievements. Oh no, they're just shard locations, it seems. Okay, let's show you right away what the caps for the various stats are. I don't know what the ones on the left side are, but then the blue and green orbs, of course, are familiar from the first game. You just finished Bowser's Fury, okay. How did you like it? I played it to 100% on last week's stream. I thought the range of movement in that game actually had a great deal of potential for things like speed tricks, etc., which I probably won't know firsthand because I'm not actually a speedrunner. This glowing point here is something that you can grip with an unlockable power if it's anything like the first game. We do not yet have that power. But yeah, I was very pleased with Bowser's Fury. I thought that given how brief it was, it actually packed a lot of ideas into a very compact space and just had a lot more content in it, really, than a lot of games that are many times that length. But I think it will be fun to watch speedrunners try it. Okay, so don't really know what to do with this encampment here, although we should be looking for other spots that allow us to drop down, as we did earlier, like here. And that's how we progress. Very delicately designed tutorial zone thus far. Fire seems new. Okay. That's something that's also new to this game. Don't really know what we can do with it, but we have this pyromaniacal instinct to just set everything on fire. Ah, you can attack. You can attack. I don't know if you can run the torch out of ammunition, but it looks like you can collect a replenishment of health and energy. And yeah, you only, however, have access to that one torch. So I don't know if you eventually lose this attack or replace it or anything else. But we'll find out quite soon, I'm sure. Yeah, quite a change from the radial attack that dominates the first game. And it also kind of implies that we'll have a lot more attack types to work with later. Zerd Guy, welcome. Yeah, this is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I have only previously played the first game, so this is brand new to me. And isn't it gorgeous? I don't know if you've played the second game. I am playing on Switch. I've had it sitting in my backlog for a few weeks, and looks like we can't get through that for the blue orb just yet. So yeah, Zerd Guy, I hope you're doing well. Seems to be a while since I played one of your levels as well, actually, so I should perhaps catch up on that at some point. So let's talk to talk. Yeah. As far as Twitch's bitrate goes, I have also on my end capped it at 720p in terms of my output, simply because I'm already kind of pushing the limits of what my streaming computer can handle. Anyway, I'm not a Moki. I'm not sure what a Moki is. Niwen is a rather different place from Nibel, which is where I'm from, apparently. Talk likes to talk. Yeah, we know that. Okay, so this is the currency tutorial, I bet, where you are shown how to exchange your shards for a key. Okay. You got really burned out after 4YMM, okay. I haven't published anything since 4YMM myself. I've just had a lot of unfinished prototypes and concepts sitting in my box, and I've also just been playing a lot of other things in the meantime, so... But of course, some of the other 4YMMers have actually remained very active, and it's been quite a great pleasure to see their levels pop up on the list from time to time. I only got back into the game and to Twitch in general last week after quite a lengthy absence, and so I feel like I've got tons of catching up to do. Now I remember these swinging elements in the first game to be kind of irritating in terms of the collision box, and that I would be falling off these things constantly. But I think now I'm a little bit more comfortable with how that wall climb is supposed to work. Okay, let's head over here, whip this guy, and just head down. Yeah, just going to follow our curiosity for the time being and not worry too much about the map. We'll do the 100% combing much later, I think. Anyway, still on the lookout for the keystone. Oh, let's fight this guy, I guess. Okay, that's not very friendly. Oops, totally missed. Okay, knocked us down to 1 health point, but we made it. No complaints there. Jump onto blue moss to cling to it, okay. Yep, I do remember these climbing elements from all those anti-gravity sections in the first game. Yeah, there's something about the mechanics that actually feels quite improved from the first game in terms of fluidity. Now I'll take note of the fact that we did lose access to that torch. Up we go. And up we go. Whoops. Yeah, we might as well climb left side first. See what that's all about. And that is the keystone we're looking for. And back we go. Yeah, I thought there was a bit of an interesting tactical element to placing the save points in the first game, but the problem with that in the first game was that you would occasionally have a lot of really surprising instant kills. I actually thought there were kind of an excessive number of instant kills in the first game for something that was supposed to have the Metroid style of character progression, where, you know, the whole point of the Metroid style progression is that you build up this insulating layer for yourself with more ammunition or energy or more life, and then you would just have these instant kills in the first game that just squish you out of nowhere, and if you weren't very prepared in terms of placing save points, that could knock you back quite a ways. But there were a lot of little things in the first game that I thought were just short of being incredible, and That's why I was curious about this second game, was to see how much of that had been cleaned up. And the energy doors. Ah, yes. Okay, missing key. Yes, that's right, because of the energy expenditure in actually placing the checkpoints, if that's what you mean. Anyway, let's not hit that spike with 1 life point remaining. That would be... Whoops. Didn't even see the ooze there. But yeah, you see, that's exactly the kind of thing where... You know, surprise. We do not have a weapon. And there we go. In the keystones we go. And let's see what awaits us over here. We cannot touch liquid yet. That will have to come later. Yeah, I had partly put off doing this game simply because I had heard that there were some crashing issues at launch. That's why I didn't play this back in September. And then I was just gone for a few months, and so it's nice to finally get into it. Okay, here's cutscene escape set piece. That's very much an Ori thing to do. You just need to be much more precise about everything, really. I still have this habit of holding the dash button in this game, and I know that I don't actually need it, but it's a habit anyway. Alright, let's grab the torch. Set his face on fire. Oh, last time. Yeah. I think I have to learn his pattern properly. Can I actually get up there? Nope, I have to dodge somehow. I don't really have much of a dodging location. Let's see. Whoa. I think I just need to jump up during the lunge attack. Okay. Okay. Might have to be a bit more cautious. I'm really not expecting to get through on this attempt, but... yeah. Oh, whoops. Shouldn't have turned back there. That would have been... just losing a bit too much speed. But yeah, Moon Studios, they love their set pieces. Kind of thing that looks gorgeous if you succeed, I think, but sometimes the challenge is almost entirely in reading that cinematic element. Okay, we can get in like 2 swipes maybe. I keep having some trouble getting back out. But anyway, looks like we only needed to get him down to 50%, which would have been useful to know when having some risk management. And yeah, every time you go back to Hollow Knight or Celeste, you also do the dash button thing. Yep. Absolutely. And it's sort of funny because last week when I was playing Bowser's Fury, I had the opposite thing happening, where despite having previously been familiar with 3D Land and 3D World and played them a lot, really, I kind of had this habit of underusing the dash button in Bowser's Fury because I think some of the other 3D Mario habits of having full analog control coming from the likes of Odyssey and 3D All-Stars was still kind of getting in the way. Whoops. So much for Howl's Den. So yeah, there were a lot of instances in Bowser's Fury where I realized I should be dashing, but for some reason I just didn't really have a habit of hitting the button. And I think often it was because I was manipulating the camera so much with the right stick, which in base 3D World is usually not a consideration, right? Like in 3D World originally, there are so few places where camera control is ever relevant that you never think of the right stick as conflicting with the dash. Okay, let's, we can drop down, of course, but let's just take a peek over here. And there is something there. We should almost certainly grab that first, but... Alright, you're being told to go back. Yeah. I did want to drop down, but I guess... the game is kind of coaxing us to work in our own best interest here and actually hit a landmark and obtain a power. Okay, what have we got? I think it's a power. It might not be. But yes, right, Naru is this fellow here. Your parental figure from the first game. I'd forgotten some of their names. I did remember Gumo, I think. But the text is not really the thing you remember about Ori in the Blind Forest. Okay. So we have awoken here to some company. Spirit Edge. Hold ZL to assign it to Y, X, or A. Oh, I see. Okay, it's like a melee attack then. Interesting that it has that sort of, I want to say Wind Waker style, but, you know, it is fairly common kind of freeform weapon assignment to the 3 available buttons that are not jump. I don't know why I associate it with Wind Waker specifically, even though it is actually fairly common in Zelda generally. Okay. I think it feels most comfortable on Y. Y feels like the melee button. Just going to exercise that combo animation for a bit. Yeah, it looks like it goes up to a 5-hit combo that has that rust at the very end. And then there's a bit of a cooldown after the 5th stroke, so don't want to be overly mashy about it, but let's actually avoid some spikes for once. Whoops. Yeah, I remember now that I probably did play the first game with stick instead of D-pad as well, and that's rare for me when it comes to 2D games, but the wall clinging just feels much more comfortable with the stick, and was clearly designed around that expectation. So, okay, this guy, same kind that we previously set on fire, I think, but I'm down 1 health. That's not good. Let's get some range. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Outranging me with that attack there. Yeah. Quite an interesting change from that radial attack in the first game. Much more conventional in some ways, but responsive. Oops. Yeah, sure, let's maybe bop this guy just to get some replenishment going. What? Attack up and down as well? I see. Yeah. Useful to know. I remember when I figured that out in Hollow Knight as well, in terms of having that, you know, the downward thrust spike jump, which you also have in Mario Maker, of course, and is all over Shovel Knight, etc. Like, I remember that being a big aha moment in Hollow Knight, in terms of getting through some of the paths. You know, I'm almost hoping that Nintendo doesn't do a Silk Song available today with the Direct tomorrow, because I would like a little bit of time to finish this first. And there are very few games out there that are plausible in terms of, you know, things that are just released the day of announcement, which I absolutely feel like I must play right away, but Silk Song does kind of fall into that category. But we'll see. I am kind of optimistic about Silk Song having some kind of presence tomorrow. If Silk Song releases tomorrow, in some ways we all suffer. But in other ways, the suffering will be great. Anyway, here's a quest point. Yeah, sure. I don't really tend to follow quest markers in games like these. I just amble around a map, really. I mean, I can view the map if I really want and get a sense that it's going to be on the right side and that we will want to go up this way. Interesting map tracer here. That is in the options in terms of giving you a visual reminder of what is forward and backwards, your current trajectory. Yeah. My goodness, tomorrow will be the first general direct since I started streaming. That's not going to affect the streaming in any way. I'm not doing a watch party or anything, but it's just something that puts into perspective how long it has been. Although, of course, both of the Mario Direct last year, as well as the sudden announcement of the 3.0 patch for Mario Maker, were pretty big events for me. So let's grab a keystone. Let's explore a bit until we've done so. Cannot really do that bounce. Oh, interesting. Can I actually cut this? No, it doesn't look like it. It does shake a bit, though. Yeah, we can view the map if you really insist, but we clearly need to head upstairs. Or through the gate, one of the two. So let's just poke around until we find some way to make that happen. Looks like it's probably just a wall jump up here. No? Unless we need to chop something. Well, let's take a look. These things happen. Yeah, this is reminding you to view the map because it's encouraging you to pop out here. Insert a keystone. Well, we need to head up. Let's see what we've got. I'm probably missing something extremely obvious, but that's what tutorial zones are for. Can I drop? I mean, that's a keystone right there. Maybe this is a shop tutorial. Yeah, maybe not. Unless there is something else we do to go down that route. Let's see, because you can quite obviously see the passage down that way, but yeah, almost certainly just missing the obvious here. Can we get into this little hollow here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Can we chop this thing up here? What else am I able to control? That's the question here. Is there something I can do to boost my positioning? Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, I see. Down. I suppose we'll use the map from time to time. I suppose. Oh yeah, and I had noticed that location before too, on our way in. Okay, take that and that. Whoops. I think I moves pretty quickly. You have to get a bit more accustomed to his pattern. Now let's see what else we can accomplish here. In this world, purple equals bad. Kind of wonder if this will weigh down this platform. Nope, it's just mostly going to get us over. Can I chop this? No. Didn't think so. Replenishment, very important. And... whoops. That's also some error in muscle memory kicking once again. I was actually using the shoulder button in an attempt to climb in the same way that one does in Celeste, even though I haven't played Celeste in extremely long. Don't know why I thought that would be the control that I needed. Might be thinking in terms of DKC too, actually. That's probably DKC as well, rather, not DKC 2, as in Donkey Kong Country 2, but yeah, because I remember the shoulder button being used for climbing and grabbing, being all over the retro games. So, like, there's something about the physics and the kind of analog 2.5D quality of the Ori games that kind of puts me mentally in DKC mode, and but yeah, we'll just pop that. And look at that. More lights. What difficulty? I'm just on normal. There are a lot of games where I will start with hard, but my experience with the first game was also on normal at first, I think, and I found it pretty well tuned as somebody who's still learning the mechanics as well as learning the map. Also because I just have this tendency to experiment a lot. Maybe it doesn't matter so much with the new checkpoint system in this game, but anyway, double jump, very important. Double jump. Sometimes it's just the most useful thing, as long as you track whether it has been expended. And sticky, okay. Do I really stick to walls? Oh, you mean you can, yeah, you can equip it. I see. Oh, I see. I haven't been doing any of this. Yeah. Yeah, sure. And next level. Okay, so you do level these up as you use them. I should pay attention to some of this. Right, okay, so it's kind of like the Hollow Knight badge system, except you are limited to 3. The charm system, I should say. I keep calling it a badge system because of how the point allocation in Hollow Knight was kind of based on the older Paper Marios. Okay. Let's just jump around. Always kind of interesting to get double jump this early in a game like this, given that it's, of course, something that makes the game much more comfortable, but at the same time is so often used as the ultimate progression gate in so many games of this structure. Had that experience recently, in fact, with Jedi Fallen Order, which I had caught up on off-stream a little while ago. Just always makes me think of the space jump first skip in Metroid Prime, which, you know, was just the bread and butter of Metroid Prime sequence breaking back when it was in its prime. Feels a lot more like Hollow Knight in the first one. Yeah, I think so, because you not only have that configurability of the character, but also already that kind of melee-based thinking in all directions. And maybe some other things, too, that I haven't seen yet, which you already know about. Okay, here's the wall. It joins, it heals. Yeah, I've actually got to do a total completion of Hollow Knight at some point. Like, I never did the Godmaster content and 112% and what have you. There were a few things in Hollow Knight that were a little above what I could handle. I'm usually okay with difficulty when it comes to any of those games. Even Grey Knight Zote was giving me a lot of grief. Some of the dream bosses, like the dream variants of the bosses, were causing a lot of trouble. I definitely did hit a bit of a wall with some of Hollow Knight, and if I spent a bit more time on it, I'm sure I could do it, but just a matter of really sticking to it. And yeah. This is the ground pound. I remember that from the first game, this kind of ground pound gate. That doesn't help me now, though, in terms of knowing what to do. So let's just... Whoops, map this out quickly. Looks like that should be the thing we work with, but we may just... Oh, I see. Yeah, no, because I activated this, but I have to go around the top side. We'll just keep this in mind as the ground smash spot when that eventually becomes relevant to our interests. Okay, so that's lowered. We already got this on a platform, and we block the beam. Do remember lots of this in the first game now. A lot of accidental zapping. Anyway, keystone. Still very much in tutorial zone. Ah, yeah, you can in fact strike through ceilings like that. Might as well take advantage of that and get rid of that guy now. I don't think I need that block for anything else just yet. Interesting that you can deflect them off the wall and onto the ground. Okay. This is just a double jump across, I guess. And then probably land safely too. Reset double jump? Actually can't tell visually necessarily if double jump is available or not, but I'm sure we'll work out some of those finer points as we go. Okay, we got one keystone there. Did I actually pick up what I needed? Anyway, let's head back here. Yeah, I should have been paying more attention to the map after all, is this? Suppose. That's okay. I mean, in games like this, I don't mind just having a bit of an aimless wander from time to time. Oh, yeah, we were here. And then the gate we're looking for is up here. Okay. So, right and up. But yeah, I was hoping to do another run through Hollow Knight before Silksong releases, but realistically I don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah, Silksong is going to be a pretty major event in my books. Did I get... No. Let's get back up there too. The jump higher tutorial. Sometimes I think one of the major tests of map design in these games is whether you are thinking mainly in terms of following your curiosity and following your knack for exploration, or if you are kind of excessively thinking about the kind of metagame understanding of the map, like, you know, what's the main path, what's the side path, etc., and just kind of mopping up side content in a very mechanistic way. I found that something that Hollow Knight understood very, very well. Probably better than any game since Super Metroid, in terms of like really leaning into a sense of nonlinearity, even though you get a lot of hard gates on things. Let's actually pay attention to the combat for once. Okay, where am I again? Yeah, that's right. And yeah, structurally I'm kind of liking that in this game. But this is the kind of thing I think which really becomes apparent in late to mid game when it comes to Metroid map structures. Okay. Nope. Facing the wrong direction when I swipe at that guy. No wonder I'm having that much trouble. Okay. Oh, whoops. That's bad news. Okay. Yeah, double jump into him to slap and okay. Up we go. And the gate was to the left, if I recall, so right. Oh, that's new. What even is that guy? Oh, we'll worry about that at some other point. For now, let's just double jump our way somewhat accurately up to the second shard. And continue. Tarantula? Yeah, it could be. Anyway, this is a double jump for sure. Okay, going to slaughter the local wildlife. Pop some health while we're at it. That's definitely a double jump spot there, I think. Oh no, you just go across. Yeah, it looks like a double jump does reset when you are on a wall. Okay. There we go. Okay. And forward. No, bad idea. Bad idea. Clearly we were to head over to that melee gate. Okay. Back up we go. And back. So Zerdguy, did you originally play this on Switch as well when it was ported a few months ago, or did you manage to get in on that on PC or another system? Because I'd heard a lot of things about the Switch port being kind of a technical surprise, where people didn't expect that they could get that kind of performance out of this particular build. But yeah, it looks pretty stunning to me so far. Got it on Steam on a good sale? Yeah, that's the way to do it. I'm fairly behind in terms of PC hardware, and the Switch is partly to blame simply because so much of what formerly would have been my PC library just moved over to Switch for convenience. And okay. So I've had all kinds of excuses to not really go hard into an upgrade cycle for some time. Are you a spirit? Then tremble, spirit. You stand before mock the brave, no relation to talk the talk. It is not very convincing, I know, but I am brave. Or I would be, with a trophy. A trophy like a howl skull. Or just a fang, if that's too heavy. I guess maybe the howl is the giant wolf that we knocked down to 50% much earlier. Oh, you haven't finished it yet, so you might have to leave if I get past that point. Okay, that's fine. Totally understandable. We'll be slowly chipping away at this over the next few streams, I'm sure, although I am planning to return to Mario Maker for at least a weekend. Anyway, so there are marked side quests in this game, and that is something that's new to this one as well, I think, in terms of having a log. Oh, I see, okay. So yeah, we marked the other thing. And okay, so I guess we'll do that. Where did we fight him? Let's talk to this guy. Oh, to the east, okay. That's right. Really have to take our time to develop a visual memory of the map sometimes, and oh well. There we go. Yeah, I did hear that there was some kind of upgrade coming for Series X as well, for people who have that. You know, some kind of next-gen boost to this game. I haven't really looked into that, of course, because I was already owning this on Switch and knew that I wanted to go into this as blind as possible, so I have no real sense of what I'm in for in this game. Okay. Not going to reach that with a double jump. We can reach this side. Really nice to have that wall cling. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what other collectibles lie in store, if anything really incentivizes me to replace the wall cling with an item that is so appealing that I would rather have it. Okay. None will doubt mock the brave, mock the generous. Gorlek ore. Interesting. What do I want to repair, though? Looks like it is going to be kind of like a trading quest or item ferrying quest. Silence, spirit. I am rehearsing the epic tale of my fight with Howl. I saw the best minds of my generation, yada yada yada. Got into a bar fight with Allen Ginsberg. That's how it's going to come out, I'm sure. Okay, what are we doing? We eventually want to head up to the northeast. And that's going to require me to cling with the double jump and head back over. Usually the way I play these games is just to avoid the main quest for as long as possible. But here I think I'll just follow the artwork and see what looks interesting. Looks like there is some kind of traversal that you can do to get upstairs in this particular zone. No, not really reachable just yet. Alright then. What do we got? Yeah, it looks like we probably don't have the ability to head there just yet. There is, of course, this entire location here where we haven't traversed rightward. And probably much else that can be done with the double jump. I haven't really looked at this location yet. By the looks of it. Yeah, sure, we'll just backtrack and see where that takes us. Hold B to jump higher. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Whoa. That was not trying my best. Okay. Alright, these guys go down in a quick combo at least. Unless you drop them beneath your own feet, which may not be smart. Okay, you're gonna slap that. And what else can we do? Yeah, kind of a double jump location here. We previously just unlocked that entire loop, so nothing really new here. We do want to, I think, get back upstairs in that top level. Alright, that's fine. That's what games like these are all about. Just really enjoying the non-linearity of being reminded of your poor visual memory for places you have already been. Oh yes, that's right. That's why we hadn't gone up there previously. Can we loop around this side with the aid of a double jump? Yes, we should be able to. And that's pretty much the thing that we're missing. When it comes to traversal, pop this, and head upstairs. Oh right, because we came back down this way, yep. Should be able to head upstairs from here. And... is that really a tarantula? No, it looks like a... like bushy-tailed squirrel or something almost. Couldn't quite tell because he was moving so quickly. Anyway. Reckless. Deal and take more damage. I'm going to die like crazy to that, but let's try it. Might as well level that up. I'm sure that is indeed just reckless. I mean, that's okay. It might as well be a bit aggressive. Oh, you thought it was a tarantula because of the fluff and the eyes? Yeah, you might be right. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't have the power up to take advantage of that dangling location just yet. Alright. What I've got here. Back up we go. And here we are. Oh, you're on hard mode, so you would, yeah. Might as well play with insta-kill on. I've discovered already that I'm a little bit rough at dodging patterns in this game, so... haven't really learned to counter some of the faster moving enemies just yet, and so I would like to at least stay alive long enough to get a chance to learn. Okay, we can in fact smack this now? No, we can't. We've got to do something else before we can open that up. We can try to take a look at the left side here, though, to try to grab the pink collectible. Well, best defense rather, is a double damage offense, by the looks of it. Yeah, sure, we can smack something to the left. Okay, that's opened up. $5.38 for all of your needs when it comes to electoral projections. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be down and around. And... yeah. Really love the orchestration of the music in this track. Cellist deserves a raise. Yeah, it's been a while since I've heard a really good video game score that truly leans into strings. Okay, let's grab this. Gore. And okay, alright. Let's not fight this guy just yet. Oh, let's just... oh, wait, that's not friendly. We're now down to half health. Okay, that's fine. Looks like we do not have what is required of us. Oh. totally facing the wrong direction once again. Hey, that's not exactly very friendly covering fire there. That's okay, I bet we can, in fact, deal with this. Whoops. Might have to turn off Reckless after all, given how we're doing here. That's okay, we'll give this a few more goes. Yeah, we just don't dodge well enough for Reckless to be that viable. I think, let's just turn off. It's fun, but I think we need to clean up some of that sloppiness first. Would have been fun to level that up further too, but... Whoops. Yeah, sometimes I'm just facing the wrong direction out of an attack. That seems to be the issue there. Or really just not watching where I'm going. Alright. Let's head over here. Yeah, I definitely didn't realize initially that this would be a duo fight. That definitely changes things a bit. Okay. Oh, whoops. Jumped right into that face first. Let's just skip this guy. Let's not just skip that guy. We're actually in kind of rough shape now. Not going to last very long against the next segment here, unless we dodge perfectly, which we don't exactly have a precedent for doing. Yeah, we'll just dodge the projectiles and snipe up what we can. Should actually be using a down thrust more effectively. Wow, you get quite a lot of propulsion upwards from the down thrust, actually, against enemies. I'd not really thought about that simply because, you know, you didn't get that interaction anywhere else. However, you're not really able to damage this guy from above, I think. You do need to hit him from the back. So that's not particularly useful, but it might be helpful for the purposes of getting rid of the covering fire a little bit earlier. My goodness. Actually, kind of difficult to dodge. That's okay. We'll manage. Slowly and steadily. Yeah, probably just down thrust on the bottom guy so we can get up there and snipe his buddy. You know, while he's tanking all the damage. Oh, whoa, really? Getting smacked now. Oh, of course he's going to get way out of the way. Okay, there we go. That'll simplify things slightly, but not enough. Okay. And here we go again. Oh, whoops. My goodness, this guy's quite effective at covering his position. Whoops. Well, that was kind of a needless risk as well. Okay. Yeah, cycling around like that seems to work somewhat, but... And just getting that 1 point of replenishment off of him after the fact. That will also help slightly. Game audio cut out? Okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about that. That is a technical issue I have far too often, and the audio here is much too gorgeous to be left unfixed. So yeah, just one moment while I get that back in order. At least I know how to restore it reliably. There we go. It is quite annoying, but need either better cooling or just a better machine generally to do much about that. As they tracked down what the issue was, and it's actually just CPUs throttling from heat. And nobody seems to have a fix for it. Can I grab that health? Whoops. Anyway, thanks for letting me know, Meng, as always. That's game audio was not in order. Whoa, come on. Whoops, just ran right into that. Okay, slightly better. Got 1 point of replenishment off that guy. Let's try to survive long enough to fill up a little further. Anyway, as before, I do think that going for the ranged attacker first is the right idea. Amazed that I dodged anything here so far. Wow. Very difficult to get in close like that, actually. Well, we'll just do it until we've got it. Yeah, just a lot of improvement in store on our side when it comes to just pattern reading. Brutal on hard mode, I can tell already. Like I said, I mean, there are a lot of games where I'll just blindly go into hard. Given my experience with Ori 1, I thought normal was a pretty solid bet, and it seems I am right so far. Like, there's enough stuff in this game that kills you instantly already. I mean, you do need a bit of a chance to learn. Whoa. It is fun. It is fun, I just need to learn this. And it's such an ordinary location, too. It's not even like it's a major boss location or something like that. But this is clearly doable with my power currently, and so I feel like I do need to learn it. Oh no, just have to... Okay. Yeah, just have to get way out of the way. I think I just need to let him pop off all 3 shots before I try to go in and smack him. But I have a very limited window of opportunity. I just need to dodge the entire firing pattern as far as I can. Oh, whoops, kind of a bad jump in that location. Getting in here with 2 health points, not a great idea. Okay. Nope, he's going to be annoying. Whoa, just got sandwiched. Okay. Nope, didn't have enough time to get in there when I dodged from that far away. Wow, this guy. This guy. I can reach him from the lower platform. I don't know why I haven't been fighting him there instead, but as you can see, I'm just getting shot in the face repeatedly. Oh, Jesus. Let's just pop him like that. Down to 1 health once again. Well, that's not going to go. Oh my goodness. That's something that could go a lot better, I think. But I do have a longer reach than I give myself credit for. Just that with that pattern of the projectiles fanning out is really quite difficult to dodge. Do I have some kind of deflection? Like, can I deflect projectiles? That's didn't think I could, but that would simplify things. No, a little bit too slow on the wind-up time there. Let's just get back and do it. I think I'm actually getting worse at this with time. That's just a result of trying a few new things, I think, but getting a bit impatient as we try to get back into position to fight him at all. Alright, we'll get this eventually. It will be an accomplishment. We'll be proud of ourselves after the fact. Let's not take damage like that. Wow. Yeah, have to dodge around him like that. Then where's the window of opportunity to dodge again? That's the thing, it's very difficult to find that time to close in between projectiles. At some point I actually should inspect the other route in case something here makes it more manageable, but this is actually just as hostile as you can see. Okay, that's going to explode. We can perhaps farm some health down here, though. And that might... Whoa. Yikes. Okay, that guy is fairly easy to strike from above, at least. So... Ouch. Okay. Looks like you can kind of stun him out of projectiles, if I'm understanding that correctly. Nope, can't get here yet because of the requirement for the ability that uses the glowing spot, which I suppose is what we'll be unlocking upstairs, very likely. Alright, let's just get out of here. Get back into the other save location. Yeah, that's... Wow. He just smacks you. Okay, I think just getting around him and getting out of range is probably just the most reliable way of handling that. Get up to 3 orbs going into this area. Oh my goodness. Sniped it like crazy. Okay. Could be worse. Could be much, much worse. Alright. Whoa, thought I was safe. Clearly not the case. Yeah, just not much of a window of opportunity between the firing rounds. I keep running into that every time. Oh look, friendly fire. So they do deal friendly fire with those projectiles, by the looks of it. Maybe that's something we can take advantage of. Oh, whoops. Nope, can't really hit him from above. Yeah, I have not been able to get past this guy cleanly at all. Okay, back we go. Wow, didn't expect to get hit from that range. Oh, I see. Yeah, he actually has quite a reach. The rhino beetle on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I guess backing out, letting him fire, and then going back might be a slightly more effective tactic. Oh, wow, didn't expect him to turn around so quickly. Okay. Slowly learning how to do this. Well. Miscalculated. We'll just need to remember that you can't drop directly below the vine. Oh, whoops. No. Okay. Let's try to clean that up somewhat. Surprisingly tricky pattern. Okay. Nope. Okay. Nope, couldn't quite get enough height there to do what I was going for. Yeah, you really do just need to take one or two swipes quickly and get out. And we're not quite managing that so far. But getting here with 3 health is already better than we sometimes do. Whoops. Wow, totally trapped. Okay. Up we go. We'll get it eventually, I'm sure. Don't remember having this kind of trouble with anything combat related in the first game. Okay, one down. One down, very important. Okay. Okay. Got it. At long last, so. And we've got another one to deal with. Okay. Whoa, and another 2 to deal with, okay. Quite a lot more going on. It's not GG yet, unfortunately. Thank you anyway. Very unexpected. Quite the combat set piece here, though. I think we'll need to bait these guys up. Okay. Nope. A little bit out of range. Bait them up, bait them up. There we go. No. Can I swipe downwards through the sand? Not really. Oh, down to 1 health. Let's not reset this just yet. Might as well see what's on the left side, actually, in case I can skip them for some collectible. Not really. I think I do have to fight. Okay. See if I can bait them out safely. Having health there helps. Okay. Whoa. Okay, there's one. And let's grab the other. Okay. Bait him out slowly. Come on out, come on out. Almost. Oh boy, 1 health. He's quite low though, so we're almost at the point of getting this. Yeah, there we go. And there's more. Am I ready to even do this part? That's the thing. I have to wonder when I see things like that. Maybe I'm just not ready. I have to consider the possibility that that might be slightly beyond me. Yeah, I guess the way forward would have been upstairs. I think I should strongly consider the possibility that I may have to come back. And I can see where the Hollow Knight comparison is coming from now in terms of having some things that are not strictly gated, but which kind of make you think you might need to power up first, even though like a sufficiently skilled player could probably do things in the difficult sequence. I really get the sense that maybe I'm not ready for this, because you need much better damage avoidance or mitigation. And I am not demonstrating that with the current health pool of 3. Yeah, let's go elsewhere. Got through quite a few phases, but let's bail on that, unfortunately. Of course, once we got past one sticking point there, a lot of it did go smoothly from that point on. Just need to learn how to play cautiously after the initial duo phase. It's just that it became much more elaborate than I necessarily accounted for. And yeah, larger health pool might make that a little more viable. Let's just get out of here for the time being. Oh, love that. That's, you can just get the extra bounce off the enemy with the downward swipe. Yeah, let's go upstairs. To the right past that junction, and to the left afterwards. Okay. Let's smack that. Okay. Down we go. Oh, didn't really see that happening. Okay, and to the left. Okay. I still can't quite make out what that creature is. Well, maybe it is kind of like a tarantula, who knows. Anyway, here was the torch location from much earlier. think we can continue traversing upwards now, though. I'll get some abilities pretty soon that will make that fight much less unpleasant. Yeah. I like the principle of the design, though, that you are allowed to try it, and that a skilled player who wants to do it the unpleasant way can do it. Like, it reminds me specifically of Mantis Lords in Hollow Knight, and I remember being very impressed with that, about Hollow Knight generally, that you had that element of choice available to players who are skilled enough to handle it. And even if you're not skilled enough to handle it, you can still appreciate that kind of dangling promise of non-linearity. So... oh, whoops. I did not mean to let go. That's... there we go. Resilience. Reduced damage taken? Okay. Yeah, we're doing that. 10% though, that's not actually enough to be that huge a buffer. Obviously, we do still need the ability to swim through red to get through left, unless this is... whoop. Just a polluted environment that we eventually need to get rid of its corruption. That seems to be the kind of thing you do in an Ori game. Alright, up we go. Now, what do we got here? I've been here. And we'll just smack that. Map. Yeah, might as well poke around, see what we can do. Looks like the way forward will eventually be to our right, which means we'll go to our left. Okay. Right. Smack that a bit. And we'll move on. Okay. And yeah, it's just back to start, but I don't know if there was anything unlocked by the double jump here that we should take note of. As even though this was fairly recent, I already don't quite remember what the nature of the gate here was like. Oh yes, it's just the inability to swim. And if we have to double jump, no, we can't quite make it through there. Yeah, you would need to be able to reach that location with a double jump. However, no single jump out of that SWAT, so... alright, let's not. Just yet. I wonder if it is theoretically doable with the downward stroke. But looks like it might just be out of reach. Whoops, so that's a little low to make that climb. Okay, let's get back in here. Whoops. And yeah, we'll just continue going right until we have a better sense of what is breakable. I mean, here eventually, yeah, you can just go downwards. You can swim in that muck eventually. Okay, here's something down there. Yeah, that's beyond the swimming gate. And we generally want to veer towards the top right if we can. Right, because this is what was gated off from us earlier. So that should be new territory for us now. Already capped at 3 health. Okay. Nice view. Well, so much for the peace and serenity of that library. What's Shriek doing all the way out here? Well, setting up for a big set-piece encounter, I'm sure. Okay, Weapon Master. I guess we'll have some currency. Yes. Spawn a spirit orb that attacks for you. Oh, okay, kind of like a turret. Destroys unstable ground. That looks like it's the ground pound that would actually get us places. But it's kind of interesting if you have traversal items in the shop. Oh, I see. Okay, so some of this might be able to get us through the area earlier, but I think we should... Yeah, we don't really have an energy dump yet, and that also destroys the ground. We're doing this. Okay, so let's see what kind of price spike there is after that. New rumor. Okay, shrine stands in Inkwater Marsh. We'll think about that. Let's see what kind of prices we're looking at from here. 800 and 1200. Drop attacks with Spirit Smash create a shockwave. Okay. Now, how do I actually execute that then? That. Spirit Smash. Oh yeah, okay, that's assignable. Oh, like that, okay. I was expecting more of a ground-based attack, but I guess if you point it downwards, you do in fact get that. Alright then. Doesn't look like there is energy consumption, it did not say so. And yeah, let's just move on. And by move on, I mean check backwards at every available opportunity. I don't know what that's all about yet, but we'll slot things in there eventually, I think. Sure, let's smack you. Let's smack you again. There we go. So we have a strong attack now. One of the only problems you have with this game, Zerd Guy, is you get 3 sort of all-round abilities that fill your ability slots. Oh, I see, yeah. Because then you just kind of experiment with the bread and butter that gives you the most coverage in terms of what you need, I guess. Well, we'll see as we get more of the unlocks in, and maybe we'll have some reason to just play around. Oh, whoops. I'm still clinging on to that. I did not want to cling so closely. Oh, there you go. Friendly fire from spikes. And that will take care of that problem for us. Might as well pay attention to some of the health replenishment for once. Oh, okay. Swing leap. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe you unlock more ability bindings at some point, who knows, yeah. Oh, you're right, because you're not that far either. Hard to say. Sure, let's just make the climb. Whoa, this way. Yeah. Use that swift attack. Not really a reason to... Oh, that's not energy replenishment. That's actually platforming. Except, do I get a single jump out of that or a double jump out of that? Let's see. Single jump. Okay. That's okay. We know how to get up there, sure. Look at that launch. That was pretty spectacular. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right. Okay, kind of a neat move. And we'll just continue this way. Might as well practice fighting these guys, given that they were the roadblock earlier. Okay. Lost a bit of health there, but kind of wonder if the upper location would have been reachable with some kind of downward stroke on top of him if we managed to position ourselves accurately. But okay. Yeah, I have no idea, of course, what the speedrunning scene in this game would be like, but that will definitely be worth looking up after I finish. Silent woods, scary woods. Ah, poor thing. Quilluck is kind. Quilluck can help. Okay. Set piece time. Or, oh, this guy. Oh, looks like we're in for some kind of temple structure. And what's talk going to say to me? The gaze of the great Quilluck admits only the worthy. Or so the legend says. Of course, this isn't a Quilluck, it's just a statue. Hmm? Okay. Doesn't have eyes. I guess the object then is to get some eyes, plug them in. When the light left the spirit willow and decay spread through the land he was watching. Okay. Okay, let's grab the switch. See what that does. Okay, it lowers the water level. I guess, yeah. There probably will be some kind of purification to be done. But let's see. Well, that's going to open up. This looks like it can be swayed, which is sort of interesting. Very live feeling to a lot of the physics here. Can't drop through that yet. Nothing of note in the middle. Oh, whoops. Oh, I got smacked. Wasn't quite paying attention, didn't know I was that low already. Okay, stun and dispatch. Whoops, trying to smack that guy and that just blew up in my face. Yeah, learning how to fight these guys. Whoop, bad idea. Terrible idea. Okay. Kind of fun to get through this swiftly already. Now, is that useful? No. Not by the looks of it. Oops. Trying to control some spacing here. Okay. Didn't get stung too badly. I did notice the blue up top, but nothing we can do about that at the moment. Guess we'll... Oh, nope. Should have noted the visibility of the spikes there. Oh, we're doing map-wise. Guardian of the Marsh, Fine Qualog. Okay. Well, I mean, the main change is that the fluid level was lowered, and so I guess that's what we should be looking for when it comes to unlocked locations. Not really convinced that this is the way. Okay. Whoa. Really getting comboed into some hazardous locations. Am I thinking about speedrunning this game? No, not really. I'm not really a speedrunner by nature. I do like sequence breaking. I sort of like, you know, the routing element and thinking about doing things out of order, etc., and sort of thinking about the flexibility of the map more than the actual element of trying to crunch the timer. And that's always been the case with most games. It's even the case with things like the Ninja speedruns in Mario Maker. I tend to just do them for the routing problem, and it's always very satisfying to not really play as a speedrunner, but just find the path and consistently get into, you know, top 1 to 2% just on the strength of the path. And I kind of find that element of discovery and learning techniques, etc., more interesting than executing the techniques cleanly. Oh, you just do the ninjas for the outfits, yeah. I actually do find the ninja levels very satisfying. Like, some of them have a great deal of tactical flexibility to them. When it comes to, you know, decisions that you have to make about, like, do I try this one shortcut or do I try the other one, given that I have to pick one or the other. But yeah, something on the scale of a full game, no, I've never been a speedrunner. I enjoy speedrunning a lot and respect it a lot as somebody who watches it, but it's not my thing to do, really. But it's quite frequent that I will play a game and think, this looks like it has tons of potential for speedrunners to crack it open. That's very much how I felt about Bowser's Fury when I played that last week. Okay, so I lowered the pool. But what was accomplished by lowering the pool? Did I needlessly go backwards? No, because this was the mouth. And I don't know about that. Yeah, the routing for Bowser's Fury, and also I think the technical ceiling is very high for some of the things that people will take advantage of in terms of, you know, using Junior effectively, using Plessy effectively. And some of the new mid-air improvements to the moveset. There's just a lot that can be done with that. Okay, we haven't checked this bottom location, have we? And the right location. Just check what we can, I suppose. See what it was I was missing. I thought we had checked this. Oh right, because we can't actually bust through it yet. Or can we? Fragile ground? No, no, no. Okay. Well, we need to think about what we might have been able to accomplish. No way to bust through this just yet. Yeah, just looking at that bottom passage to see, oh, you know what? We didn't even try that. Right, because that's what was opened up by the fluid level. Okay. Alright, now we are progressing. Long last. This kind of rotating element, very familiar to us from the first game, as well as DKC for that matter. I knew I saw something. Oh. Okay. That was somewhat fancy. I don't think I can get in the middle there, but we can make an attempt at it, kind of cheesing it. Okay, here we go. Didn't really check the bottom location there, but I think that can wait. Rumor investigated. Combat shrine. Okay, let's look around this location first before we do anything of the sort. Just to see if there's anything else we should be aware of. Yeah, I'll take a look at the combat shrine, but not yet. Okay. Okay. Let them have their friendly fire. Okay. Pop that guy. Ah, okay, good, good, good. That's one shortcut established. We don't have the power to cling on to those yet, so let's take a look at the combat shrine. Looks like we remain in this location, okay. Okay. Had a bit more practice with movement at this point, so... Okay. As long as we don't get hit by ranged projectiles, I think we're in okay shape. Yeah, doing a radial attack there also helps. I kind of like the flexibility of having a different experience here depending on what you choose as your first purchased power-up. Very fortunate that I anticipated the ground attack from that guy. Oh, whoops. Oh, so close. No, we can do that. We can do that. Just gonna smack him. Okay. And... okay. So far, so good. Okay. Smack him down low. Okay. Oh, whoops. Alright. Bust him down, and then we have a ground pound guy, that's right. Okay. Whoa. Close. I think it's doable. Main issue is the damage mitigation, actually. Now that we have the strong attacks, it might even make sense to turn Reckless back on. Just to get some one-hit kills while they're available, if they are available. Oops. I say it at first, right before I start taking all kinds of damage. And... yeah. Making it look very unwise to suggest playing with double damage on, but... yeah. Let's... okay. Oh, okay. While consistently getting to that round at least, just a lot of zoning from an aerial attacker and one on the ground. Okay, there we go. Okay. At least you get a one-hit kill off the green guys. Okay. Down to half health at this point. That's not looking good. Not looking good at all. What a snipe. Alright, let's try this again. Nope. Jumped right into his path. Yeah, pretty long wind-up time on the strong attack. Oh, whoops. Came in from off camera a bit at that time, but... yep. A double deflection there. However, being at half an orb of health. Once again, I don't think things are looking good. Pretty limited range on that guy's ground attack, at least. You can, in fact, outrange him slightly. Not by enough, clearly. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Bait him over, just try to take this cautiously. Not cautiously enough. Not really getting any health replenishment off these guys. Just gotta try to zone him out. Okay, once again back down to half health. Yeah, not really doing well enough to have a good entrance into the final phase. Not final necessarily, but third phase. But yeah, I do like the quickness of the respawns. I'm usually somebody who does not mind having to walk back to big fights or, you know, have long stretches without checkpoints. I usually don't mind that, but for something like this, it's nice to just get right back to the action for a rematch. And you can always tell when games are designed around an expectation because of the way the music track just continues looping uninterrupted. You know, like they sort of expect you to keep up that momentum and really just get back into the thick of it. Oh, whoops, jumped right into that guy once again. Okay, doing slightly better. We have one more of those to deal with. Come on. Come on. Come on. Is he just going to ignore me? He's way out of range. That's okay, I can bounce up towards him. In fact, I have not really sufficiently used that part of the arena. I feel like there probably is a part of this fight that requires me to use that to my advantage, which we have yet to see. Okay, let's do it again. Yeah, so combat has been kind of a weakness of my run so far, but whoa, terrible start. Almost certainly a blown attempt. Absolutely dreadful start. Okay, smack. Nope. Yeah, I really have to understand the safety margins and timings a lot better. In terms of the wind-up time for the various attacks and what is safe. Yeah, playing a bit risky, I think. In terms of thinking I could just very easily dodge everything and tank a bunch of hits. Yeah. A lot of errors in positioning all over the place. This is once again going to be a dreadful attempt. One that's not going to last very long. Might as well get upstairs actually, and when doing so will make things a little bit easier to deal with as we take care of the aerial enemies first. Yeah, taking advantage of the aerial movement on the right side is maybe one thing I should consider. Just so we can compartmentalize the problem of thinning the field a little bit better than we have been doing already. Okay, okay, got him. Okay. Got him. Shard slot upgraded. Okay, you can, in fact, equip more shards at once. Thank you for the GG. Why would I want to initiate the combat shrine twice? I don't know. Let's not. And let's... I suppose if you have both resilience and reckless on, it does kind of offset reckless. I don't know if it's an additive percentage, but let's find out. Not that I'm making precise calculations. Okay, that's done. Looks like... Well, we still need to figure out progression going into Qualix Hollow. Really tempted to just break open some of these locations and back down, but let's scan around and see what else I might be missing. Okay, that's done. Whoa, this guy being a bit explosive as always. And up we go. No, up we don't go. Yeah. No ability to do that just yet. But it looks like that's something that we may wish to consider by going back to that other fight previously. In case that unlocks the traversal ability that we're looking for, which it might, given the structure of that area. That would be, what, way back over where? Don't feel like I actually remember. That's okay, we'll figure something out. Yeah, it looks like you just have to scan around and look for them. So okay, so combat shrine was effectively optional by the looks of it. And let's see here. Up we go. Yeah, I might as well check some of those locations upstairs again, just in case. Oops. Okay. And forward. Okay, so what was the actual obstacle to entry here? Did we miss something in this location? Seems not. Nope, we just need to look for the guy. Find Qualok. Yeah, that's okay. We know where some of the aggression blockage is happening. Very explosive. Left side. And we'll just need to retrace our steps all the way. Right, been here. And let's see. Okay, drop into the left if we can get up to that spot. really sure. Okay. That is how we can return to the shopping location. Kind of at a very low cap in general for both health and energy right now, but that's just how games of this nature begin. Trying to remember where that big fight was earlier. It like was some ways back. It's okay. Might have helped to pay just a little more attention to the map at the time. Whoa. Getting a bit sloppy. Very sloppy. Right, because here's the landmark post. And we'll just get back up, see what we can do. Nope. Oh yeah, right side, okay. And back over. The pools. Yeah, we wanted that lower location, though. Nothing to be done here yet. Oops. Unfortunate. It's okay. We'll just head on down and continue the quest. Not really finding the frog here, though. Could be something else we missed. Now, what did I miss about this location earlier? Okay, we just lack the ability to continue. Okay. We are. And down we go. Yeah, kind of eager to get back to that fight sequence earlier. We know we can do some kind of combat from time to time. Whoa! I say as I die to this common mook. Wasn't there a battleground you could break somewhere here? Yeah. Or brittle ground that you could break. It was further back. You can see them marked in these locations. This one won't get you much. This one would do. But currently I'm thinking about getting back to that combat sequence earlier. If I can. Press Y to absorb the light. Interesting. Oh, that's new. Regenerate. Oh, that's useful. That's something we should have picked up much earlier. Okay. Well, that is something that actually uses energy, which that simplifies some things considerably. That guy just going to drown. Yeah, exactly. In terms of Hollow Knights, and tried to find those windows of safety to charge up the heal from time to time. Sort of interesting to see that inspiration take root already, even with Hollow Knight having only been around for a few years. On PC in 2017, I believe. RE1 was what, 2015, I want to say? I played it much later, of course, given that I waited for the Switch port. It was kind of remarkable that the wait paid off, given that the Microsoft published, or seemingly Microsoft exclusive games coming to Switch were really quite uncertain at the time. But I kind of bet heavily on that and thinking, yeah, we'll get Cuphead, we'll get Ori and so on, and turned out to be gloriously correct on both counts. Okay, so what do we got? This location here. Yeah, I don't know if anything here is what we're looking for. Oh, okay. Yeah, just trying to remember. I think it was over here, actually. Let's go back to... Right, you can break it. And there we go. You like the portability, but you also like the big screen? Yeah, I mean, I have my Switch just on an external monitor, obviously, for the sake of streaming, but it's the same monitor I would use on PC anyway, so... I guess it depends on whether there's going to be much of a gap in performance for something like Hollow Knight. I kind of doubt it. But yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I had a great deal of what was the indie library that easily would have gone to PC previously wind up substantially being on my Switch. And I just get a lot more played. I just play a lot more when things are on my Switch. And it's not even because of the portability anymore. It used to be. Because it used to be that with both the Wii U and the Switch, I actually got a lot of use out of the convenience of not needing, a separate television unit or external monitor or anything. And I just got a lot more playing done. Nowadays, I'm using the Switch docked pretty much all the time because there hasn't really been much of a reason to take it out as a portable except for Mario Maker for the tablet. With the touch functionality and so on. You don't have a Pro Controller, so docked isn't that great. Yeah, it depends on whether your hands fit using Joy-Cons separately. My hands are the right size for Joy-Cons held separately to be really comfortable, but I am using the Pro Controller here. And since I'm driving stick in this game anyway, I think even playing with Joy-Cons alone would have been pretty reasonable. But I've always liked that split hand kind of convenience that we've had since the Wii, actually. I always admired that a lot about the Wii, just in terms of being able to, relax your hands and put them in any position you wish. So, I've completed quite a lot of games with just Joy-Cons detached. That's how I played Bowser's Fury last week, in fact. But I do know that it's partly very dependent on hand size, among other things. I would say it feels weird because when you hold Joy-Cons separately, I think you lack a certain sense of precision over what axis you're pointing the stick on, you know, in terms of having like really clear, unambiguous 90-degree angles between up, down, left, right. I think you lose a bit of that with Joy-Cons only if you're really sensitive to mild fluctuations in direction. But yeah, I remember playing Celeste on Joy-Cons, actually. And of course the other thing being that they don't have the proper D-pad. That would be pretty serious mitigating factor as well. But yeah, I definitely didn't have a Pro Controller at the time I played Celeste. Or Hollow Knight for that matter. I think Hollow Knight I must have played with separate Joy-Cons. And maybe that's why I couldn't get through certain bosses like Zote. Okay, what am I doing? Yes, I wanted to go up one level. I haven't really been deciphering some of these map symbols either. Oh, I guess they're just indications of who I can talk to. Oh, this is new. Lupo. Greetings, traveler. I am Lubo, mapmaker extraordinaire. Hey, here's that Hollow Knight element again. The inspiration is actually so conspicuous. It's kind of like after making Ori 1, the designers played Hollow Knight and realized, wow, we're imitating that. Yeah, exactly, Mang. I do wish you could split every controller in half. It's just so much more comfortable. And I sort of wish that there were more one-handed options for single Joy-Con play on the Switch. Because you have a lot of games that have a single Joy-Con scheme that still requires you to hold it sideways, and to me that's still not quite what I got out of the Wiimote. Anyway, we have maps. We have... Oh yeah, we know that this location is accessible. Okay. We know that for some reason I had failed to check this location here, which allows you to pound to ground. Oh, we can take a look at that. Oh, I see. No, because you have to go up and down and to the right. Yeah, but this was the location that was opened up by fluid levels dropping, so... Well, let's just keep going, I guess. It does kind of mean I'll be zooming back to the map quite a bit. But that's something. Whoops. My mistake. That's something we'll just have to deal with. Did I want to go down one level or up one level? Let's see. I'm just trying to remember geographically where that was previously. with that area I was stuck in for some time in terms of dying over and over. I thought it was on lower level, but I might be completely wrong. Yeah. That's not it. We've been here. We've been here a few times, in fact. And that is not the way. This looks somewhat fragile. But let's see. But there's no map marker on it, so I didn't think so. Wonder if it's actually possible to take an Xbox controller or something and split it in half. I mean, depends on the circuit board in it, I guess. But yeah, it just has an accessibility feature. That's the question. That's the thing. I find that something like separate Joy-Cons or separate Wiimote back in the day was much gentler on your hands and on your wrists. Like you just have less of a risk of injuring yourself. Okay, slap that. Down to half health? Not really. Okay. Don't think this is the location I was thinking of. Oh, interesting. And yeah, okay, we'll just keep going. Oh, whoops, unexpected. Oh. Oh, whoops. Close one. Not quite. Oh, right, I can heal now. Yeah, that's... I completely did forget. That's something I had not taken into consideration at all. My attention is mostly on mapping this out. Okay, glowing spot to the left. I think that's not immediately relevant. That would be in there. To collect the bonus. Let's see here. Yeah, I just don't remember where that patch of sand was with the big fight we had earlier. Just don't remember that at all. I'm trying to determine that just based on looking at the shape of the map and looking at the shape of certain locations. Down to the left? Maybe so. Whoops. Still instinctively trying to cling with the trigger again, because that element, platforming-wise, is so close to what it is in DKC. And yeah, here we are. I remember this sign here. Oh hey, we can actually well, heal out of that once we get the opportunity. Don't want to expend my energy too much yet, though. Given that, we'll want to save a bit of juice. Oh, jeez. We'd better heal up. Okay. Whoops. Oh. That did not help. Could have done that a lot better. Okay. There we go. And let's try to smack this guy in the middle once more. Okay. Whoa. Didn't manage to get into a position where the heal could be activated. Okay. Here we go again. Oh, it didn't quite get out. Once again, taking too much punishment almost immediately. Oh, whoops. Really getting locked out of some of these positions. Okay. Heal up. Burning one of the blue orbs already. A little bit early to do so, perhaps. Okay, you know what? We'll take that. We'll take that for sure. Okay. Better get to safety. Now that we actually have a blue orb again. Okay. Nope. It's going to get well out of the way. Yeah, it's always nice to see terrain effects and friendly fire effects in games like these. Nope, not actually going to reach them. Whoa. I'm going to activate this guy, though. Alright, a strong attack is making some things quite a bit more convenient. These guys don't seem to be taking it, though. Whoops. Not quite in position. Nope. Okay, better heal up. You never did anything with the hammer because you immediately fill your ability slots with other stuff, okay. Yeah, I mean, serves me right for picking that first. I am enjoying it. It's not what I expected from the description, but kind of nice to have a slow, strong attack in this context. Okay, not been able to reach these this time. Last time I was fine with that. I was able to poke them just fine, and This time I'll have to rely on having a blue orb spawn from destroying them. And get some energy. Put Blood and Trench back in the mix. Yeah, too much damage from them coming out. Okay. Nope. Just. Oh, I should do the downward swipe when he comes out. Nope. Okay, kind of cutting it close. Let's grab that. Come on, come on. Nope. Nope. Down to the wire. Not really sure how to consistently bait him out. He tends to stick it a little bit low. There we go. There we go. Alright. More fighting. Okay, there we go. Okay, managed to get that guy out. Whoa. Yeah, that's going to happen. Now we're about to lose again, aren't we? Alright, getting a bit tense here. Okay, recovered one orb each. That's going to put us in a safe position. Okay, there we go. There we go. Long last. And that should be a major traversal ability by the looks of it. Or not. Life Pact, okay. Spend life to cast spells when out of energy. Well, given that the only spell we're casting is gaining life, we're not going to do that yet. Thank you for the GG. That. Yeah, I do like the optional content in this game so far, and that's you have meaningfully distinct rewards in terms of the shards, and of course that's just a design trope that always worked very well for, you know, badges in Paper Mario and charms in Hollow Knight. It's very much where we're seeing that, but they work so well for the same reason that collectibles in Metroid-style games for life points, ammo, etc. actually do work well, which is that, you know, you have specific rewards tied to specific locations, and the more variety you have in that, the better off you are, really. Can you spend life to gain more life? That's a very interesting question. We might have to play around with that. Let's just do that, actually, just to answer that question. Let's just replace sticky, because that's except I have to run myself out of energy first, so let's do that. And I can't do that until yeah, when you're capped at life, it doesn't let you cast that spell. So we may have to just try that another time when we are actually running. Whoops. Low. That is a good question. Okay. Let's see. Not really able to progress to that zone yet. I think our best bet right now is to head back to the groundbreaking location in the bottom right, given that we can't really make any headway here. Now, I'm hoping to at least unlock that I think location over here. Finding Quallock. But I may not be staying that much longer in this session simply because I have been on for a rather long stretch, and so we'll see, but I'll definitely be continuing this in another session if so. So obviously quite a lot of time in this sitting just wandering about, but that's how it goes. And yep. Okay. Yeah, but I like that openness. I don't mind a certain lack of direction when it comes to just trying to establish our memory for play space. Okay. Get rid of that guy. What are we doing? Yeah, right side. Okay. Let's get rid of him this way. There we go. Okay, what are we looking at here? All the way to the right, and then... Yeah, I feel like we're way off what is being requested by the main quest. But we'll see. I mean, that's what exploration is for. Okay. On we go. Whoa. Here we go. Slight replenishment there. Okay, all the way down, right down. Yeah. And yeah. Whoops. Okay. Okay, this is hopefully what I was aiming towards. Yes. Probably just more collectibles here, but I'll take it. Looks like I was slightly outrunning the camera scroll that time, but... Combat Shrine. Oh, this is new, isn't it? Yes, this is. So, let's see what this is all about. Okay. Okay, so far. Oh. Okay. Whoops. Just in time there. That little intervention. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. In some ways the right idea, but... Yeah, in some ways you can see those lamps dangling because of the expectation that you might already have a traversal power. Unless this is where you unlock it, which would not be unprecedented, but we'll see. Yeah, it seems like there are a few things that are much more combat heavy in this game than the last one, in terms of progression. Okay, take out all I can. Okay. Take him out quickly. Oops. Terrible timing on my part there. Whoops. Okay. Oh, sniped once again. Okay. There we go. More energy, let's heal up. For safety's sake. Oh wow, quite a lot of these guys. Hopefully we can dispatch a bunch of them at once. Nope. Trying to heal up there. Wasn't a very dangerous location for that. That was clearly not going to fly. Okay. Okay. Going to get rid of those quickly. Nope. Same mistake I made last time in terms of trying to get in while they were doing their radial attack. Whoa, quite a lot going on now. Quite a lot more than I can handle at once. Okay. At least they are doing a little bit of friendly fire. Whoops. Not really in a safe location at all to do that. Okay. Okay. Fill up. And next. Okay. Going to avoid the mistake from last time. Whoa. Oh, whoa, okay. Big damage there. Okay. I think we can do better than that. We do have to heal up here just for some insurance. Nice to have some energy replenishment to fight, such that we don't need to be too conservative about heals. Whoops. Terrible positioning once again. Okay. I kind of like how the strong attack repositions him there. Just having him stay still is really not great. Okay. Kind of nice to have the flying, flea-like enemy trapped over behind that wall. Yeah, I do like how you can get a decent amount of use out of terrain and just navigating these fights in terms of healing enemies away from the crowd and so on. Probably don't want to fight these guys totally in the open. That's why. Yeah, much better. Whoa. It was partly a timing issue there. That's okay, I feel like this is doable. This requires a little bit more care in some cases. Okay. Oh. Let's get back in position. again, peel some of them out. Like how long you can remain in midair when you do get the enemy bounce, in terms of having a lot of aerial play. Whoop. Okay. Okay, just trying to reduce their numbers a bit. Okay. Heal up. And then, yeah. Let's try to dodge, and here we go. Any more? Yes. Yes. It's okay. That guy we can handle. Quite a long range on that attack now, then, compared to what we had to deal with previously. And, oh, there we go. It's gotta be the final round, though, you would think. Yep, certainly encountering that pitfall you often have in video games where when you're close you start to rush through the early segments and a bit more mistake prone in the easier parts than you were previously. Have to take advantage of the energy replenishment between each round, I think. A lot better than we're doing currently. Kind of a close one there with that projectile. But okay. There we go. Shifting him out of position really is necessary, I think. Okay, thin their numbers if we can. Okay. Heal up for sure. Okay, here we go. One more. Alright, in good shape. Okay, just need to practice some crowd control here, mostly. Okay. Let's heal up before we get the last hit in. There we go. Charge slot upgrade. Okay, great. Yeah, that worked out well. And as you can see, it seems like there is some expectation that by this point you already have access to the... I think it's the bash ability that lets you latch on to those glowing spots as extra jump locations. We do not have that yet, but... let's see what else we can do here in terms of traversal. Nope, can't break through this location, but... yeah, this is a good idea. Funny, we've been playing for some time and we've just hit one spirit wall so far. Mostly, I think, just from wandering around in this zone quite a bit without expanding our range of exploration very much. And let's just go upstairs and see if there's much new material to look at. But I'm sure that will all sort itself out in time. Okay. Give this a bounce. And what do we have? Right side. Yeah, we've seen that. Haven't really been... no, we definitely have been back and forth here, but maybe there's some other element to it that I have not paid attention to on the upper level. Let's just get rid of this guy and then we'll worry about that question accordingly. Yep, been here previously. Nice to have some very satisfying consecutive stabs like that. Now, what are we looking for at this point? Left side here. Seems to be charted territory. Not this, so yeah. Oh, I see, because, yeah, I hadn't even checked that breakable location. And, well, it has been broken. Okay, so much for that. Would think we know how to deal with these guys by now. Oh, jeez. What a snipe. Where am I? Yes. Oh, whoops. Anyway. Whoops. There we go. Much better. Okay, let's see about dodging the explosiveness for this guy. Did I do that? Not really sure what that achievement is, but we can check after the fact. Oh hey, I could really use some additional life, so yes, we will take that. Pretty significant boost. Given what we've been dealing with so far. Achievement for killing enemies on spikes. Okay, I see. Alright, all the way back upstairs we go. Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought very hard about how to get to this top left quadrant here. If we can actually reach that. That's very nice to finally have a pool of 4, which is pretty significant gain off what we had gotten used to at that point. And yeah, all the way back upstairs, probably. I do see more breakable locations marked on the map, but We'll see what we can do with any of that. Okay. Smack, smack, smack. Smackety smack, smack, smack. And something to the left. Did we check that? Yes. And here we go. Yeah, clearly a breakable spot above us right now. Looks like it's mostly just a... yeah, some kind of collectible, I'm sure. Feel like we had checked the potential for heading down here earlier, and that we don't have the power to do so just yet. So maybe best to just work our way back up. Definitely try to see if something can be solved out here. Okay, skip, skip, skip. Maybe. Yeah, might as well just smack in the middle of it. There we go. Yeah, lots of potential for movement all over the place with just bopping off enemies. Left and up. Okay. Up we go. And we'll eventually back to something familiar. In the meantime, though, will just be a lot of occasionally scraping the map, going up, and a lot of potential locations to check to the left, but very unlikely that those are main quest worthy. Yep, long gone from that hut. Okay, let's see. Once again, lights for traversal, Sunday. Right, this spot here. Now, had we actually retraced our steps for going upstairs, I think we must have done so, yeah. Okay. Sure, just gonna push through it. Nice to have a bit of replenishment there as well. Ah, okay, look at the accessibility of the rope, actually. Let's... hang on. Just trying to get a good cling on that. There we go. Okay. Back here. Nothing yet. But what's the target here? Target should be to find some way to launch myself over to the top left if I can. Possibly using that wall. So I should have actually stayed up top. Just to explore that a bit further. Right, because it didn't actually make that much of a gain in terms of shortcuts. like we have one wall here. No. Probably do a bit better. Yeah, it might be some time before we can do that. Might be a bit of a longer term unlock. Especially because I do remember some familiar aerial structure in the first game as well for one of the collectibles. It's been a while, I don't remember quite precisely, but we haven't really checked the right side here, have we? Or haven't we? Or is that just a main area? Yeah, that is just... Let's see. What is this? Okay. Right, because it's the... That shrine that we completed already, and we didn't really investigate the bottom right here, yes. So, quite a lot to potentially look at given that. Okay. Large spirit light container, okay. We'll take it. And that's smashable by the looks of it, yeah. Won't get us very far, but worth a while. Okay. Not quite. Nope. I think we... So I do have to do it this way. Ah, yes, the top left corner is what poses a bit of an accessibility challenge. Okay, where are we? Yeah, probably. Oh, especially do the combat shrine twice, unless I'm just wrong about that. Whoops. Okay. Now, this doesn't resolve very soon. I will unfortunately have to call it for this session. Now, let's just get this. However, we have it a number of knowledge breakthroughs here and there, so. Just that there's no way of getting up there without the relevant ability, which has yet to be unlocked. But it tells me that, well, I don't know if it's coming this early, but yeah. Probably just missing something obvious. Okay. Well, oops. Oh. Stuck in that location. Yeah. Nope. Certainly was hoping I could make that climb. Oops. You know what? Why not do things the easy way? Something that is very often worth asking. Yeah. Don't think I'll be able to get upstairs from here. Okay. I was really hoping I could get up there, but here we go. Oh, that's something. Quite a few things in fact. Okay, we're in business. Except I need some health. Yeah, it looks like we have to collect several of these points. Yeah, I guess I can't just bust into that. I do need... Oh, yeah, no, probably the ability to do a ranged attack to bust that open. I vaguely remember that from the last game as well. Maybe. Could always be wrong about a lot of this stuff. Yeah, because it seems like there's a little activation that gives you an orb, and yeah, I think it's almost certainly going to be a ranged grenade or something to that effect. Okay, let's see what else we can do then. Did we miss this all this time? It's right here in the neighborhood. Well, that's okay. Exploration is its own reward, as you said. Spirit Arc. Okay, yes. Now we have a ranged attack for that whole sequence right above us. Yep. Should we... I see now what you mean about having too few slots to work with. That you end up trading out things like the hammer. Unless you need them circumstantially. Well, I'll keep the heal. Yeah, with 3 slots to work with, either you do the Zelda thing where you constantly manipulate them, or you... Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, no, I did mess up the assignment somewhat. Right, there we go. And yeah. Okay, very timely. I don't like that homing feature on it. Ah, yes. Do need to tap that in order to get up here. Okay. A couple of activations already. And whoops. Let's see mechanically how this is supposed to work. There we go. And there's more where that came from. Ice Stone, yes. So for that blue column, it takes, I think, 3 of these. In the bottom left location. And yeah, your loadout was just sword, heal, and bow. Yeah, same. Now, I guess I suppose I just converged upon it. Friendly fire, I'll take it. Oops, could do better. You like that snappy response on it though? There we go. Whoops. That's okay. Right idea. Don't know how much of that I have to redo. Okay, activation. Activation. Nope. Getting messy all over the place. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm out of energy. And you do need energy for the bow. Well, let's search for crystals. Could be doing a lot better, but we'll deal with it. Yeah. Have to be fairly quick and accurate about this. Whoops. So much for being quick and accurate about this. Anyway, we're so close to getting that second orb, we should at least get as far as plugging everything in. Yeah. Need some replenishment. Okay, there we go. Nope, missed. Really terribly easy to just miss. And I no longer have a full orb, so same problem as before. I just don't have the energy to fire a shot. Okay, really do need one more of those. Yeah, that crystal works too if we go for it. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can actually get some decent activations here. Got that gate already. That finished? Ah, yes. There we go. Alright, let's just get some of these plugged in into the appropriate location. Do not think that is the appropriate location. Nope. Gonna work my way back. No, actually, no. Those are the eyes, right? So I go directly back to the entrance of that next zone. I was thinking too hard about the blue sculpture. I seem to have a few brown slots available in it, but I think the idea is just to plug in and let the magic happen. There we go. Well, that took me significantly longer than the game intended. I will probably call it at this point. Let's see if there's... yeah, new location. Let's see if there's some kind of save point. Whoa, instant kills. Yeah, I think this is probably a good time to talk to Twillin first of all. The glowing stranger my customers speak of with such awe. Yeah, it's pretty typical. Some fall, some fly, some prowl, some slither. Okay, so we have one slot for shards and one slot for upgrades. Oh, I see, upgrades. So you have to pay for them. They don't just level up with use or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. We have a little bit of cash to work with. I think that's a decision we will make another time. Seems like a very appropriate location to call it. So, let's see if I think it probably should have autosaved coming into this zone. Yeah, see the icon. I'll probably just let this music here play while I wind down. Yeah, so thank you for joining me and hanging out for so long. Hope, Zerd Guy, that your progress through the game is something that will continue apace. I don't know if you're working on it actively. But yeah, I will be back with this in future streams. It'll depend on a few things. It'll depend on what's going on with the Direct tomorrow. And also, Mario Maker is still going to be the regular thing over the weekend. But I do expect to push through this game next week. Well, maybe a bit more this week as well, but certainly next week. And I'll keep things updated. The schedule for this channel is something I do post somewhat in advance on Discord. So, but you also see me indicated in the other channel that we share already. So, yep, and good day to you as well, Mang. So we'll see the two of you around. We've got a small enough audience that I don't know if I'll bother to search for a raid to pass you on to, but in any case, thanks for watching. Good night or good morning, and fare thee well. Until next time.